would already be off to a 4-1 start. I mean,
4-2 if she makes it, but
yeah, Cox right there with 2 free throws. Putting the Lebanon Jackets up by 2.
yeah. And Teeter driving in finds Grant to May. May, the senior point guard, looking to maybe start some magic, a run, win this district championship, go to that state championship. As Teeter will be found driving through the lane. That'll be 2 for the Eagles. As they're on the board, scores 2-2. The Eagles are trapping. The Lady Jackets break it, and they swing it up to Durbin. Durbin feeds inside, and it will be good by Madison Myers.
I mean, just a great look by Durbin right there. The Eagles trying to get back after that full court aggressive press. Just couldn't get it done right there.
And Wood has a wide open line. Great Euro step and finishes it at the rim.
I mean, if it's going to be that easy to get a nice, easy layup all night, this might be a long night for the Lady Jackets.
Yeah, they just got to make them, which we saw them miss them earlier, but it's looking better now. They're on the board with 2. Great look to break the press inside. It will find the hands of Kaufman. Kaufman to Cox, and Cox drives in, and a great move to finish at the basket. Cox for 2 as May wants to speed it up, finds Conway. Conway driving in, left wing inside, just off front rim. Rebound Cox. Cox to Kaufman. Stolen by Grant. And Conway slows it down to Wood. Wood, May. May. Conway cuts through the lane and gets a foul called. She tries to kick it out to the corner. That was Teeter in the corner.
A very fast start by our Lady Eagles. They are very aggressive on defense, and just I feel like they're really fast on offense with the ball, and I think
that could tempo.
Yeah, I think that could also be like making their shots. They're trying to rush them, you know, and I feel like that could be the solution. Is just slow it down when you're going up to shoot, but fast pace anytime else.
Yeah, and we saw it right there with Teeter. Teeter was trying to get a quick move off, just doing too much at once and loses the ball. Be Durbin. Swings it over. Find Kaufman. Oh, that's Cox, excuse me. Cox makes a move on Conway, drives in. No good. Be thrown back up. Rebounded by Grant. And May will find it for the Eagles. May pushing it in transition. Back out to Conway. She shoots a 3 off back rim. And Grant secures the rebound. Grant over to May. And May slows it down, looking for the play from Coach Talbert. She'll find Wood on the right wing. Wood over to Conway. Grant. May unloads a 3-pointer. You bet. 3-pointer from Lily May.
Puts the Eagles in front, 7-6 with 4 minutes and 25 seconds left to play in the first period.
They'll feed it. Look inside for Myers. Myers dribbles off her foot, and that will be Nixa basketball. And a great aggressive drive from Myers, but just got to be more fluid with the ball while dribbling and just make sure not to lose it next time. And Teeter step through. They'll call the foul. Lebanon sideline and fans not happy, maybe wanting to travel. But it'll be Teeter at the line. Teeter misses the first one. And we saw in the previous game before, Republic versus Willard. It was a blowout win for Republic, and they'll be advancing. And they'll play the winner of this game, either the Eagles or the Lady Jackets.
Yeah, I mean, that Republic game was not even close to being a game. It was like a 40-point win for Republic, and it was over Willard, I believe.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see the 2 winners play. Whoever wins here play Republic.
In a great play from Conway to put her body on the line and get the charge.
I mean, Lebanon fans not happy with that one.
Lebanon coach is confused, speaking to the refs. I mean, it was a great acting job from Conway, selling the charge.
Especially since she kind of slid over. It was kind of really a controversial call, but it will go to the Lady Eagles.
And Wood will find May at the top of the key. May to Grant. Grant dump off pass to May, and a great backdoor cut from Teeter, and a great look from May, and she will finish it for the Eagles. Score 10-6 now, about halfway through the first period. The Eagles will be hard with their press. Conway going for the steal. Be timeout. Lebanon with 3:34 left in the first period. It will be the Eagles up 10-6, and we'll be back after this break. And both teams will return to the floor as we are out of the timeout. It will be Lebanon ball after in a tough situation there with the press, wanting to get out of it and bail themselves out. And they'll get the ball here.
I mean, a great coaching job by Talbot on the defensive end. I mean, getting their timeouts early is very crucial when it comes to the end of a game. And Taylor Wood with a hard
takes a hard
fall, grabbing at her right shoulder.
Yeah, she's a huge player for the Eagles, one of the leading scorers, a leader on this team only being a sophomore. You don't want to see her go down.
Yeah, that was definitely scary, and I think they're going to call a foul on Wood.
Yeah, I think
even though
she wasn't there in time to beat her to the point, but
I think she just kind of got tripped up off the screen.
Yeah, she's looking okay. As Lebanon will finish at the rim, that will be Bodie Cox going up over Kubik, and May will push it once again. And Wood will drive in. Great hop step move with the left hand finish. Lebanon now on the other end, Kaufman. And they'll call for the double dribble. And that's one of those fundamentals that you learn young. You don't want to make those mistakes in these big games like district games. Wood will feed it into Conway. Conway at the top of the key looks for May. And May gets a screen from Wood. Pass to Teeter. Teeter driving in right side. Great inside dish to Kubik, and she makes the layup.
What a great play by Teeter. Driving to the lane, being aggressive, getting a hop step, and then passing it right off to Kubik for the easy bucket.
Yeah. And that's just too easy for Madison Myers. She's just too big for the Eagles there. Gets the rebound and puts it back up. The Brooklyn O'Kane on the other end, getting trapped by the Eagles. Driving in, great move, just can't finish. Rebound will be Kubik. Kubik finds Wood. Wood finds Teeter cutting in. Teeter, right-hand layup, will fall. And it just looked too easy for the Eagles on that one. Lebanon's got to get back on defense. And Myers will look to the corner. Three-pointer will go. That'll be Morgan Durman with a three. And May on the other end, stolen by Cox. Cox going all the way, right into Wood. She gets the foul, she'll go to the line for two.
I mean, that's a move Wood should be expecting. She's gonna try to draw the charge right there, and Wood could just not get her feet set right in time. Now I'll send Cox to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, and this is a fast-paced game. I mean, right there, I couldn't hardly keep up. Left, right, up and down the court, so. They're definitely playing north and south, not east and west, these offenses. We'll see three new Eagles come in. It'll be Grant, Ferguson, and Ruffin. And also a couple subs for the Lebanon Lady Jackets. A loose ball retrieved by Teeter. Teeter finds Ferguson in the corner. Ferguson unloads, and it's short. But Teeter gets the rebound, and there'll be a foul called on Kaufman. A reach-in foul over in the far corner. Be Nixa inbound. See Nixa set up in the box formation. Ferguson, the triggerman. Looks like they don't know what to do. Finds Grant. Grant pull-up jumper, rolls in. 18-14 with a minute and 45 seconds left to play in this first period. Durbin will take it up for Nixa, having 3 Eagles on her. She doesn't care, gets right past him. Behind Myers, and Kaufman will slow it down. Guarded closely by Teeter, driving in. Kicks to the corner to Bradbury. Back out, spin move, inside, gets blocked, rebound, and puts it back up. Myers.
I mean, Myers having a day in the paint so far, getting many rebounds, and now just drawing fouls. She's putting it back up like a few times before this one and did not get the foul call, but this time it will pay off.
And people say it's skill, it's height, it's this. I mean, I think rebounding is simply hustle. I mean, she's just hustling out there way more than these other Eagles or anyone else on the court, matter of fact. And she'll keep that up. She'll end up getting a lot of rebounds, a lot of points this game. Teeter, Ruffin bringing it down the court. Ruffin to Conway. Conway looking inside for Kubik, won't feed it. Teeter right in through the lane, left-hand layup is good. On the other end, stolen by Kubik. Conway up to Ruffin. Ruffin finds Teeter cutting. Maybe waited too long. It'll be stolen by Lebanon. Lebanon getting trapped in the corner, stolen by Ferguson. Ferguson to Teeter. Teeter drives into her and throws it up, and it will go in.
That is Teeter's 11th point, half of the Lady Eagles points so far.
Only in the first quarter.
And I mean, she's just been attacking the basket, very aggressive, and it's paid off for a quick 11 points before the first period has ended.
Yep. Ruffin will shoot deep 3 off the back rim, and Kubik will get the rebound. Kubik looking for Teeter, it looked like. No foul called there. There'll be a lot of contact. It will end up being Lebanon ball. I think maybe some missed fouls there.
Yeah,
a lot of contact.
A lot of contact from both teams, matter of fact. Not a single one called.
Yeah, and we see the Lebanon parents not happy about it, but will be Lebanon ball. Pass in from Kaufman. Looking for anybody. Nixa defense stifling. Throws down court, stolen by Conway. Conway to Ruffin. Ruffin short corner jumper. It's long rebound. Bradbury, and Bradbury will take it all the way. Throws it off the bottom of the ring. It'll be Teeter. Teeter slows it down, trying to get last shot. 10 seconds and counting. Finds Kubik. Kubik to Ferguson. Ferguson between the legs, drives in and gets fouled on the way to the rim. And will be on the ground. 3.9 left.
What play do you think they will draw up right here? Oh, she is getting
shooting.
free throws because the Lady Eagles are on bonus already.
Oh, yeah. Did not realize that.
I did not either. I was trying to think what play they might draw up with. 4 seconds left. Up by 6.
We see with those fouls, a lot of contact in this game. She'll bury the second one. And Ferguson hustling in. And it will be Lebanon ball, but great hustle from Ferguson. Step out of bounds, get a chance at the steal.
I mean, the Lady Eagles are not even going to let them get this inbound. With only 3 seconds left to play.
Cox throws it up. Great pass. And the finish from Bradbury. Great hustle from Mackenzie Perryman, diving into the stands and saving that ball inbounds, and they will get the finish at the buzzer. Great hustle.
Yeah, I mean, that was just an amazing play. Fast break, you only got 4 seconds left. Throws a heave down the court, and Perryman somehow getting to that ball, and then throwing like a diving behind like herself to the opposite block for the easy layup at the buzzer.
Yeah, and that can be a huge momentum swing going into the second quarter. Score is 23-18. Nixa Eagles up, and we'll be back after this break. in the second quarter of this Class 6 District 5 round 1 game between the Eagles and the Lebanon Lady Jackets is underway. Rebound, or pass in will be to Kaufman, excuse me. Guarded by Ferguson. Kaufman will find Bradbury, who gets stolen by Conway. And it's looking like they'll call the foul. Lebanon confused about that foul that may have been called at the top of the key. Be Nixa ball.
I mean, it definitely hasn't been like these officials are a bit looser, I feel like. They're letting them play, which I like that kind of style of reffing. Because let them play, let it play out, but obviously some calls need to be called.
Yeah, I totally agree. And May will swing it over to Nash, who will find herself in the game for the first time. And Ferguson will get the great inside feed to Kubik. Kubik will bank it in. And Lebanon wanting to speed it up. Bradbury over to Kaufman. Kaufman tries to look ahead, and it gets tipped out of bounds.
I mean, it is hard to guard Gwen Kubik in the paint down there. Standing at 6 foot, that's just not going to be one of the people you're going to come out here and block normally.
Yeah. And Nixa has a lot of size, too, with Layla Grant being 6'2" also, so it'll be hard to guard them in the paint. Driving in will be good, and that's Morgan Durman on the finish. Ferguson will bring it down over to May. May feeds it back inside to Kubik, and they'll call the foul on Mackenzie Perryman, who had that great play at the end of the first quarter.
I mean, just like I said, you don't want Kubik to get the ball in her hands down there, so you're going to be more aggressive. And I think that's what Perryman was trying to do right there and got called for a foul. We got 25-20 Lady Eagles with 6 minutes and 50 seconds left in the second period.
And May will find it inside to Teeter. Teeter dump off pass to Kubik. Kubik will miss off the back rim, and Conway retrieves it. That's Ferguson in the short corner. Ferguson will dribble it out. Ferguson at the top of the key, guarded by Perryman. Pressing up on Ferguson. Ferguson will dump it off to Kubik. Find Teeter. It's a lot of passing around the top of the key right now for the Eagles. Ferguson will stop that, driving in. Kubik, turn around. Hook shot will not go. Kaufman will push it down on the other end. Durbin, we called for the travel. Trying to back down Cora Kubik, or Gwen Kubik, just can't get it. And travels.
I mean, when you're double teamed, you can't really hit a spin move and go anywhere with it and expect not to be called for a travel right there.
Yeah, especially stepping on feet will cause you to fall over. It's just a dangerous move and a hard fall from Conway and Myers. Could hear that from all the way up here with my headphones on. He may. Looking for anyone. It's Conway on the far wing. Conway spin move won't go. And body control foul, or loose ball foul, whatever you want to call it, on the Eagles. Be Kaufman passing it in. She'll take it up the right side. Find O'Kane. O'Kane up, and the floater is good. That'll be Perryman with the floater coming in off the bench, making a huge impact for this Lebanon team.
I mean, Lebanon is just killing the Lady Eagles with hustle right now, I feel like, and that's what's going for them.
And Conway falls over on a three-pointer, but it's left. And Perryman, where there'll be Durbin taking it up, guarded by Ferguson. Durbin over to O'Kane. O'Kane feeds it inside. Pump fake goes up right over Kubik is Myers, and Coach Talbert wants to talk it over as Lebanon has started their own little run, brought it within 1 point, 25-24. And man, what a night for Myers. That's her 8th point so far, and she's just been dominating in the paint.
I mean, yeah, the Lady Eagles are having trouble getting back and just watching those cuts to the paint. I feel like that's what's killing them the most. They're letting those passes get through. And even though they're contesting shots well, staying straight up, not fouling much, Lebanon is just completing those baskets.
Yeah. And Lebanon, I feel like how dominant they are in the paint. They could throw in a little pump fakes, maybe get that and one attempt to go in because they're making all those layups. They're concentrating on them and they're sinking them over the defenders. So maybe add in some pump fakes, try to get that and one. Some confusion. Table is Ruffin will check in for Conway.
25-24, a 1-point game with 5 minutes and 18 seconds left to play in the second period.
And at the start of this game, it seemed like it was going to be all Nixa. They had those two quick attempts at the basket. Didn't make them, though.
I mean, all these Lebanon parents are yelling at the refs multiple times. They had a sub that the refs were getting to and just argued that they didn't get to it right away.
Yeah, but the ref called his own timeout, but we'll resume play. May will be taking it down for the Eagles to Ferguson. Ferguson to Cubic, top of the key. Far wing is Ruffin, back up to May, left wing. May feeds inside to Cubic, or that's Teeter, and Teeter will get fouled. She is almost half their points, misses that one there, but rebound Ruffin. Great pass to Ferguson, but it's bobbled and passed up the court. Driving inside, pump fake, and the charge will be called on Morgan Durman. May drew the charge there, and that was a great defensive play from May to draw the charge. May chuckling a bit after that call. Just Lebanon bench and coaches.
Oh my.
And
this place is exploding.
Yeah, they did not like that call. But screaming at them is not going to change their mind, unfortunately, and May will get the charge. This Cubic will pass it over to Ferguson. Ferguson to May. May pulls a deep three and drains it. Great shot from Lily May. Deep three, silence this Lebanon crowd.
I mean, there's no better feeling than silencing the crowd off of a deep three by May right there to put them up by 5.
And Myers looking for anyone. That's Durbin, back to Myers. Myers driving in, picks up her dribble, guarded closely by Teeter. And they will get the timeout off right before the 5-second call. I had a feeling it was coming up. And 4:02 left in the second period. Close game, 29-24. Eagles will be leading. We'll be back right after the short break. Play will resume, and it will be Lebanon ball on the Eagles bench side. Inbound will be fed inside to Myers. Myers will go up on Cubic, high off the glass, just misses. And Wood will find May, and May will take it up the court for the Eagles. May setting up the play, swings it over to Wood on the near wing. May, another three. Rolls out, rebound Teeter. Teeter will get the foul called on Kaufman going up for that. And Teeter's been all over the place this game. Right there, another rebound, another shot at the free throw line. Sink 2. She'll make the first one, and man, what a tense game this. What a tense game this has been. The Lebanon crowd getting into it, and the Eagles just fighting against it as they have their 7-point lead now. Bradbury was swinging up to Myers. Myers looking for anyone getting trapped. Breaks it. Myers going in. Pushes off Wood and gets the finish off the backboard. Well, swinging up to Nash. Nash wide open the corner. Drains it as well.
Man, very fast-paced game. Both teams are trying to get to the basket as quick as they can, I feel like. And that will cause errors.
And what may have looked like a missed travel, it'll be Lebanon ball, and Kaufman at the top of the key will dump it off to O'Kane. Deep three, off back rim, rebound Myers, blocked by May. Myers gets it back, goes back up, and that's just too easy. Myers with her 12th point of the game. Ellie back up to Wood. Wood gets the wide open layup.
I mean, I feel like every time Lebanon is scoring, they are not getting back on defense fast enough. The Lady Eagles are proving that by scoring in transition every single time Lebanon scores.
Yeah, and Myers drives in again. It's blocked by Kubik. Beat to May. May up to Nash. Nash Euro step, and they will call the charge on Kennedy Nash, and the Lebanon crowd erupts. Kaufman going crazy. Durbin going crazy, everyone going crazy for this Lebanon team. That can be a huge momentum swing. And Perryman will return to the court for the Lady Jackets. Will be their ball. She finds Durbin. Durbin back to Kaufman. Kaufman to Durbin, and Durbin breaks the press. Perryman looks inside. Bradbury tries to pass it. Won't go, and it will be Eagle basketball. Man, we keep bringing up this fast pace. It's just those quick passes that they're having, and they're just getting it up the court so quick. And it's just a great game to watch. I love watching fast-paced basketball, and this is the game for me. And May will bring it up for the Eagles. Teeter, left-hand layup, and one. Brooke Teeter with the finish, and she continues to dominate on the basketball floor tonight. She has 16 points, trying to convert for her 17th. She'll have 16 of their 37.
I mean, at this point, it shows no one can guard Teeter in the paint. And if they do, they're fouling her. And that will put the Lady Eagles up by 10.
I mean, I don't think anyone can guard her on the court. I mean, she's been so dominant this game. 17 points in the first half, no matter what level you're playing. I think that's pretty impressive. But cutting will be Durbin breaking the press. Durbin blocked by Lily May. Rebound, go back up, no good. Will be Teeter on the rebound up to Ferguson. Ferguson goes right up and gets the foul called. And Lebanon, once again, not happy with the foul.
Again, 38-28 Lady Eagles with 1 minute and 44 seconds left.
And they kind of stopped that run that the Lady Jackets have as Ferguson makes the first one. They had that run to bring it within, was it 4 or 5?
It was 5, I believe.
And Ferguson and the Eagles are coming back in their own way as they'll be up by 11, looking to make it 12, and she does. 1:44 left in the second quarter of this game. Over to O'Kane, and a foul will be called on the Lady Eagles. Trying to go for the ball and get that steal. Triggerman will be Durbin for the Lebanon Lady Jackets. Lady Jackets inbound it to O'Kane. O'Kane guarded closely by May. May to Bybee. Bybee passes it right to May, it looked like, and May slows it down for some reason. She finds Nash on the left wing. Nash pulls up for the mid-range jumper and won't go. Will be off Ferguson and be Lebanon ball. O'Kane passing it in now. O'Kane looking for anyone, finds Cox, back to O'Kane, and Nash trying to stay with her. O'Kane looks inside to Perryman. Perryman loses her dribble, swings it to the opposite corner to Durbin. Durbin trying to go up on Teeter, and will be back to Perryman, close to backcourt violation. She just saves it. She throws it right to May. May gets that pass. May wide open layup will be good.
I mean, after those last 2 possessions, you'd think May has a Lebanon jersey on. Both of those passes were right to her, and there's another one
yeah,
right to May.
She'll look for Nash up the court, and Nash wide open layup. She will connect. 44-28 now, the Eagles. The Eagles starting to pull away. Lebanon, and Nash or May going for another steal. May is just flying around the court. It's almost like she has a nose for the ball, going anywhere it is and getting every steal, every bucket for these Eagles past 30 seconds.
I mean, it has been a close game within 5 points, but the Lady Eagles have taken it to 14 points so far with the ball in their possession with 30 seconds left in this half. 16
point lead. But May will drive in, look for Nash in the corner. Nash will shoot it, just short, rebound Teeter. Teeter trying to go back up. Foul will be called on Perryman. And Lebanon crowd can't argue with that one. She went down on her arm, and she'll go to the line for 2.
I mean, Teeter with 17, here to shoot 2. She's about to break 20 in the first half.
Man, how many times has she been to the free throw line? I mean, she is really attacking the rim. She's not caring about contact, not caring about getting hit. She finishes through it, too. She's gotten an and-1 so far to this game. She'll sink the first one for her 18th point, and it's just been a dominant performance from Brooke Teeter. She'll make the second one. Inbound. Cox finds Myers. Myers over to O'Kane. O'Kane driving into the corner. Perryman. And she passed right to Nash, but Nash fumbles it. And Nash gets the foul called on her reaching in. 9.6 seconds left in the second period. Fire against Ozark. And Ferguson will be short on the half corner tipped. And at the end of the first half, the score will be 46-30 in the Nixa Lady Eagles' favor. Second half action coming up right after this halftime break. And we are moments away from the second half of the Class 6 District 5 girls first round between the Nixa Eagles and the Lebanon Lady Jackets. It's been a pretty intense game. I know the Eagles are up by 16, but it's been very heated, very fast-paced, and a very close game besides the scoring. What do you say, Troy?
I mean, yeah, it's been very fast-paced, defense, offense, and I feel like the Lady Jackets kind of came out here with a slower type of gameplay, but they've had to adjust and make it just as fast as the Lady Eagles. And it was working like there for a while for them, but then it's more of the Lady Eagles play style. So I feel like that's kind of, in the long run, the Lady Eagles will play fast, and that's just their game, and it's kind of hard to take that away from them.
Yeah, and we saw them match it for a while, like you said, and then the turnovers started piling up as maybe they're not used to that play style. You know, they threw 3 in a row to May, 1 to Ruffin at the end, but they got that steal. But you got to clean up those turnovers if you're the Lady Jackets if you want to come back and pull this one out. And Teeter been so dominant in this game. She's there with the ball. Conway shoots and buries the 3 from deep. Like I was saying, Teeter been so dominant this game with 19 points already in this first half. Steal for the Eagles. Conway with the hustle play. Taylor Wood will be the trigger man. It's May. She passes mid-court inside to Grant. Grant looks for Conway, feeds back into Grant. Grant pull-up J is good. Kaufman will be getting double teamed by Wood and Grant. She looks inside, and a lot of contact near the scores table between Conway and O'Kane. Will be out on Nixa, Lebanon ball. Nevertheless, great hustle from those girls.
I mean, I'm surprised Lebanon is throwing that pass back again, because that's the initial pass that they threw that Conway already stole before.
Yeah. And just going back to it, it almost seems like injuring yourself. Like, it already happened before and you're just going to do it again. They want to make a different pass next time. And Cox will find Kaufman on the near wing. Driving in on Conway. Feed it inside to Myers. Myers going up on Grant and just left. Rebound Teeter. Teeter up to Conway. Conway thought about it, driving in. Euro-stepping, kicks it out to May. May pump fake, drives in, and she'll throw it up. No good. The rebound will go back to Teeter, and May will slow it down. May calling out the play for these Eagles. She drives in, left side. Back cut Teeter, great feed. She won't get the layup to go. Rebound Wood. And Wood gets it poked away from her on the ground. And Coach Talbot will call the timeout to secure possession. A lot of contact that play, once again, like we've seen this whole game, not called. There's been a lot of contact. Would you agree?
I mean, yeah, they're wrestling over the ball down there. I heard some girl yell ouch or something like that.
Yeah, I saw
she got hit in the head on Lebanon. And, I mean, not a single foul call, anything down there. Kind of surprises me because that was very physical. Both teams on the ground fighting for the ball. And it ended in a Lady Eagles timeout to keep possession.
And we see players and coaches get frustrated about too many calls happening or being too tight on stuff. But here, they're just letting them play, which is a rare thing for these games, which kind of riles them up. I mean, it's kind of hypocritical. You're mad about them calling it too tight, but then you're mad about them not calling anything. You know, they can't be perfect. But I like the play style of them not calling a lot of stuff. And May will be passing it in, finds Grant at the three-point line. And Conway will find it at the top of the key, driving in, kicks it over to May. May to Wood. Wood, pull up J. Will bounce in. Wood from about 15 feet out gets the bounce and roll in. We find it up to Durbin. Durbin, awkward layup. Will be too strong. Myers going up on Teeter. Teeter, great defense straight up. And she gets her the rebound too, pushing it up for the Eagles. We'll find Wood in the corner, her three-pointer. Nothing but net, string music for Taylor Wood. And that will force the timeout be called by the Lebanon Lady Jackets as Nixa goes up 26 points early into this second half. That'll be a full timeout, so we'll be right back after this break. Lebanon will have the ball here, taking it down. Kaufman. She'll be guarded closely by Grant. Nixa in this kind of 3-2 full court trap press. It's been working all games. And they'll put Grant at the top of it with the long reach she has with those arms. And Conway will steal the ball. Great steal from Conway. May will have it up to Grant. Grant goes right up and finishes it all the way to the hole.
I mean, a great basket by Grant. Isn't going to get too aggressive to the block, but will take a little fade or a little floater right there. Great steal by Conway going the other way.
Will be missed. It will be rebound from Kaufman. Kaufman will pass it up to Cox, and Cox will throw it right into Teeter's hands if she does not hustle back on defense, and Conway will go straight up, and they call the charge on Conway. She didn't.
I mean, maybe not the smartest play there. It was Teeter and Conway, both on each block. And
they go to the middle where the defender's standing.
Yeah, I mean, you either got to pick. Teeter either needs to take that for her own layup on the block, or Conway needs to go on the other block and take that layup. And Conway just tries to cut it across, and they get the charge call.
Yeah, and we see the travel called on O'Kane, the 5'6" senior guard. Seniors in this game, they're playing their heart out. They've been playing their heart out for 4 years, some of them, and just these district games can get really emotional, and you can see it showing in this one, as it's been very action-packed, very heated and physical. Foul called on Kaufman as Conway goes for the rebound. A little over halfway through this third period. Perryman, who's been a great sub for the Lady Jackets so far this game. She's had a lot of hustle play. She's played great defense, great ball handling skills through the press. And Teeter will get fouled going up. But Perryman has been a great sub for the Lady Jackets, wouldn't you say?
Yes, I would.
And Teeter back to the line once again for seems her fourth or fifth time. I'm starting to lose track. She's been going to the line so much, being so aggressive inside, finding the holes in the defense and finishing right through them. Wood will get the poke around. Teeter will get it back, find Wood in the corner. Wood's three, just short, rebound Conway. Conway driving in, comes back out, finds Wood. Great pass, and Wood with the floater, find the bottom of the net. And Nixa will now be up by 31. And Conway run for the steal. Gets it. Tries a one-hand pass to Grant, and it's stolen by Cox. Cox in transition. Swings the corner to Durbin. Durbin throws up a shot. Looked like a shot, but it looked past to Myers, and she'll get the foul called on Lily May. It's kind of an awkward pass. Kind of looked like a shot. Bailed out of it mid-attempt, you think?
Yeah, and then Myers right there. I feel like she had an easy layup and took that hard one bounce, but luckily she did get the foul call on the second missed attempt.
She'll sink the first one. Second one is up and good. Teeter will pass it into Wood, and Wood will push it all the way up to May. They'll get the foul called on O'Kane as they both went for the ball. She may have hit May in the face. Conway will be the trigger man for Nixa. Feeds inside to Grant. Grant with the dump off pass to Teeter. And Teeter with the left hand finish, soft touch off the glass. And that was a great pass from Grant on the side to the cutter.
And that is Brooke Teeter's 21st point of the night, breaking 20 for tonight.
Yeah, her 21st point. She's been really dominant on the court. That'll be Cox driving in, Bodie Cox getting the foul. She, another 5'6" senior guard on this Lebanon Lady Jackets team. And these seniors trying their hardest, like I said earlier, to pull this one out. But Nixa's just been pulling away all game. First one is no good. Second one will find the bottom of the net, and Wood will be taking it down for the Eagles. Wood all the way to the basket, coast to coast, finishes it. And man, what a drive from Taylor Wood. Just went through the whole defense, coast to coast, and finished. And she gets right back on defense with the tip out of bounds. We'll see a couple subs for the Eagles. Be Ferguson and Kubik coming in as they'll send May and Grant to the bench. They're leading 65-33. Really pulled away at the beginning, or started at the end of the second quarter, beginning of this third quarter. They've just been taking it and not looking back ever since. And Wood, or Teeter with a great defensive play, wide open layup. And Lebanon coach Decker will want a timeout after her Lady Jackets have seemed to fallen apart at the beginning of the second half. 3:10 left in the third period. Your score is 67-33 Lady Eagles, and we'll be back after this break. We will come out of the timeout. Eagles have been dominant so far in this game, winning by a little over 30 points. And it has been Brooke Teeter just dominating this game with 23 points, matching her jersey number. Lebanon just can't seem to find a way to stop her.
I mean, Taylor Wood with 15 points. I feel like she's kind of at a silent 15 points. Yeah. I didn't even notice.
I was just about to say that, or I was looking at it right as I looked at Teeter's points. That will be off the foot of Durbin. It will be Nixa ball. Yeah, Wood with those silent 15 points. She really amped it up at the beginning of the third quarter. I saw her hit a couple threes. She had some layups in there. She's been starting to heat up as well for the Eagles. See who she is with the ball, or to Kubik at the top of the key. Kubik to Ferguson in the corner. Ferguson, cross-court pass to Wood. Wood, left-hand drive through the lane, kicks it back out to Teeter in the corner. Three-pointer unloads and sinks it. Eagles now up to 70 in only the third quarter. And another scary pass, but O'Kane retrieves it.
I mean, they are still bringing the full court pressure on Lebanon, even though they're up 37.
Yeah, and that foul will be charged to Ferguson. Man, it was such a close game in this first half, and Nixa just really pulled away.
With two subs coming in, they will leave Teeter in with 26 points.
Yeah. And I mean, especially in the third quarter, it's just, she's been so dominant. And the finish from Bodie Cox, but why not leave her in the game? You know, maybe let her keep heating up, maybe score a lot more points. She's been on her game tonight. A rough in. We'll find Teeter in the near corner. Lose her dribble and fall to the ground. Looked like ref will say it was poked away by Cox out of bounds. Nixa ball. Kaufman, Faith Kaufman will return to the floor for Lebanon. Kubik, we found over to Ferguson, short corner. Ferguson just short. Some contact in the paint, but no call as Perryman will try to go coast to coast, and Ruffin just tips it away. Ruffin on the other end, over to Teeter. Teeter fading away, left hand floater is good. Banks it right in, and man, a tough finish from Teeter there.
I mean, everything is going Teeter's way tonight. Just an amazing shot. Her body not even facing towards the basket, fading off to her left.
Man, that was a great pass to Myers inside. She got the wide open bucket. Find Ruffin in the corner. Ruffin unloads, and Ruffin hits. Addie, Ruffin for three. Man, this whole Eagles team just seems to be lighting it up from the three-point line tonight. That certain corner.
I mean, there's really nothing you can do to stop the Lady Eagles at this point. They're on fire in the paint.
On fire outside. And Nash will go coast to coast. Backs it out to Ferguson. Ferguson, bingo! Another three for the Nixa Eagles, and they're just piling them on now.
I mean, it's looking way too easy for the Lady Eagles, and at this pace, they might hit 100 tonight.
Yeah, they might hit 100.
I mean, it's just drive down three, drive down three.
Bodie Cox fadeaway jumper won't go. And Teeter brings her to the floor. No call. Ferguson will get the ball going inside. Euro step, right hand is good. And the Nixa bench is erupting. What a move from Ferguson. Euro stepping through the lane and getting the right hand finish. Bodie Cox tries to do some herself. And Ruffin will get the rebound over to Nash. Nash will slow it down. Pass into Ferguson. Ferguson, cubic, 15-foot jumper, won't go. They got the foul called on Teeter going for the rebound.
6 seconds left, 80 to 37.
Yeah, man, they've ramped it up this half.
I mean, at first we were thinking it'd be a close game. It was like between 5 points to 1, and now it's a 43-point game.
Yeah, and if I'm mistaken, I mean, the Eagles only had 30 or 40 coming out the break. That means they scored maybe 40 in this half, or not half, this quarter, which is insane to me. We see Young come to the court, and Teeter get her standing ovation that is well-deserved. Finished the night with 28 points, and she has been doing it all for the Eagles, offensively, defensively, going to the rim, shooting the ball. She well-deserved that standing ovation. The clock not seem to start on that inbound. Ref indicates 4 seconds from the far sideline inbounds.
I mean, we've kind of seen a lot of faulty clock management tonight, so something must be up with the scoreboard. 4 seconds left.
Young three-pointer, just far. Throws a cross-court pass, and it will be well short. Eagles dominant heading into the fourth quarter. Scores 80 to 39 with a 41-point lead. It's been on Nixa. We'll be back right after this break. welcome back. Your score is 80-39. Nixa leading by 41 at the start of this fourth quarter. It will be the Lady Jackets ball. Lady Jackets driving in, kicks it back out. Be Cox, feet inside, just through the hands of Bradbury. Be Nixa basketball. And Nixa looking what seems like will be a dominant win. Young from the corner, won't go. They have their bench players in. Been a dominant outing from Nixa tonight. Three-pointer will be nailed from Morgan Durbin.
And if I'm not mistaken, is that the first three-pointer for Lebanon of the night?
I'm not sure. It seemed like they haven't shot a lot. They've been working on that inside game with Myers, who has 18. And be a turnover for the Eagles. Kaufman will take it down for Lebanon. So Young going for the steal, end up in the hands of Cox. Cox driving in, tough finish at the rim, gets it to go, and Ferguson will be the point for the Eagles. And a Cubic back out to Nash. Nash bobbles it off her face, but pulls up anyway and drills it. Nash from three. We saw a little bobble off their face there, but she didn't care. She just went and shot it anyway, and it was good. Durbin will drive it on Nash. Spin move, loses her dribble, throws it back out to O'Kane. O'Kane looking for Cox inside, guarded by an undersized Young. Great pump fake. She'll go up, and the foul will be called on Young. See Lexi Ringgold head to the scores table. The sophomore, her first appearance in this game. The first one is no good. Ringgold will come in for Cubic. And Cubic also, this points may not show it, she only had 4, but her size in the paint, getting those rebounds, that bully ball game that they were trying to play earlier in this game, she really helped with that, and I think she was a big part of tonight's win also. Not just her, I mean, this whole team has been a big part of this win. I mean, 83 points is a huge number of scoring no matter what level. And a great hop step move inside from Morgan Durbin. But it's just been a team effort win for the Eagles. And Young will find Ruffin. Ruffin dribbles to the top of the key to Nash. A far wing, Nash will find Ferguson. Ferguson, wide open lane, throws it up. And foul called on Lebanon. And Bodie Cox, hands on her head, can't seem to believe it. I'll be Bodie Cox's fourth. We'll see Myers return to the game for Durbin as Durbin runs off the court or out of the gym, matter of fact, for some reason. We'll hope that she's okay. I don't know what's happening. She just ran off the floor.
Oh, I must have missed that. I thought you were talking about Bradbury because she thought she got subbed when she, didn't.
Ferguson buries another 3 for the Eagles. We know that was Durbin running off the court. Let's hope that she's okay. I mean, Myers trying to go up on Ringgold. Ringgold, a brick wall, won't let her do anything. Goes up, pull-up jumper, rebound Ringgold. Ringgold gives her a little bump. And Young will be pushing it up, kicks it to the corner. Nash, three-pointer, connects again, and the Eagles up to 90. Lebanon will call the timeout. And it has just been a barrage of triples for the Eagles from three-point land.
And Lebanon is not impressed with the Lady Eagles because of them still scoring. But I mean, this game is not over till the clock hits 0. So I do not see why they should be yelling.
We're only halfway through it too, but we saw Durbin return to the floor, which is good for Lebanon. I don't know what happened, but happy to see her back. And Nixa have been so dominant in this game. Whole team's been contributing. I mean, how many people do you think they have in double digits? 4 or 5, maybe?
I'd say like 3 or 4, but it's mainly been like pretty widespread for points, but just great defensive work.
Great passing, too.
Yeah, great passing, many great rebounds. And it's more just all coming together as a team. And not only just 90 points, but they've only allowed 47, which is pretty good for a whole basketball game so far. I mean, the Lady Eagles have just been executing on every level of this basketball game.
Yeah, it's been a great team win for the Eagles, as it'll look like with just under 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Big Kaufman over a Cox. Cox pull-up jumper. Right. Rebound will try to be Ringgold, but tipped out of bounds by Myers. It will be Nixa ball. Taking up the court will be Ferguson. Ferguson, dump off pass to Nash. Nash long two. Find the bottom of the net. And Nash up in double digits. She's at 12. Myers will try to go up on Ringgold and one. Great finish from Myers. And Myers has been a bright spot for this Lebanon team. She's up to 20 points now.
Myers looking to make the Lebanon score up to 50. And she will. 2 minutes, 45 seconds left to play. Lady Eagles 92, Lady Jackets 50. A 42-point spread so far.
And Ringgold can't get the bounce. And Cox will push it in transition. And Ringgold will try to go for the charge. We called a block and one for Cox, and that was the correct call. I know we've seen a lot of controversial charges, but Ringgold was not set on that one. So she'll be going to the line to try to complete the three-point play.
Ferguson bringing it down court.
Nash. Nash to Ferguson. Ferguson driving in. Goes up and gets the foul called. She'll go to the line once again. And we'll see Bybee coming to the game, or go to the scores table for Lebanon as the clock winds down. Ferguson buries the first one. We see a standing ovation for O'Kane, who is one of Lebanon's seniors. It's just such a great, I mean, these past 4 years for her have probably been such a great time, you know, playing the sport that she loves with what she can call her sisters. And we see another senior, Bodie Cox, come out of the game. But man, they've just probably been they've been in this program for so long, I bet, and it just hurts to finish out your season in a heartbreaking loss in districts. And Myers looking for anyone, foul called on Nash.
And this game's winding down due to this turbo clock. 30 seconds left in the fourth period.
And Nixa looking like and Young all the way to the rim, up to 96 points now for the Eagles, but just under 20 seconds. It will be a dominant win for the Eagles, winning by 44 points to surpass the first round of the Class 6 District 5 girls tournament. And we'll see the benches get up, and that will do it. Eagles take the win here in the Glendale gym, 96-52, winning by 44. Heartbreaking loss for Lebanon as their season will come to an end. And Nixa will move on to the second round against Republic, who had another dominant win tonight, Friday at 7:30 p.m. here in the Glendale High School gym. And it was a great night for the Eagles all around, scoring almost for everyone on the team. We had Teeter, though, was a shine. Winning star with 28 points, really carrying this team out for the win. And hopefully they can carry it on to the next round as we'll see them play Republic. I'm Brady Richard. Sorry. I'm Brady Richard alongside my partner Troy Huff, and thank you for watching.